Mark Zatezalo, thank you so much for joining us. Really just a number of days here until Election Day. So just talk to me about how important these next few days are going to be for you and your campaign.
Well, the next days are always taken up by going door to door, meeting as many people as you can, making sure your signs are out and all that type of thing, and make sure your message is getting out there. So it's a continuation of the whole campaign, only ratcheted up a few times.
And what is that message specifically that you're focusing on right now?
Well, the first session that I was elected to was one where we tried to make opportunities and attractions for business to come to West Virginia. This time we're starting to get an idea of what the gas and oil resources are that are underground. That is going to play a big part in the valley, in this valley, because it's under all of our feet. What we would like to do is use the energy that we have available and then align the policy that we make with the economic opportunity that energy and the feedstock for things like cracker plants bring.
Talk to me about what you think your biggest successes were in the last 2 years.
Well, one of the big successes, I'm a member of the Energy Committee. We passed a Coal Mine Safety and Jobs Act. And it basically was one that streamlined the operations in the mine without sacrificing safety, to help make the mines more competitive and make sure that the new technology was taken into account rather than all the old technology that isn't even underground anymore. I think that was a big win for everybody. The people from the state are happy with the results of that legislation, and I think that was a big one. We did other things to try to attract business. It's all about attracting business because our state is in competition with all 50 states, and whatever we need to do to attract business, we should do while making sure everybody's safe.
I think I saw that at Meet the Candidates event in October, you spoke a lot about keeping people in West Virginia. Is that another big focus of your campaign?
Well, absolutely. I think talent is our #1 export, and I really don't like that. I think our state has a lot to offer, especially now that we have a plentiful energy, even more than coal, although I like coal quite a bit. There are opportunities, but it's hard work. It's not going to be easy. Everybody needs to just jump on board and get busy. And if our young people are trained to do the jobs that cheap energy brings, they should be able to stay here and enjoy their life. So that would be a great victory as far as I'm concerned.
What is the biggest complaint or criticism when you're talking to your constituents that you've gotten that you plan to take back if you do?
Well, that's a very good question. It's kind of odd. There are two things that they talk about. The first thing they talk about is jobs. They want jobs. They want economic opportunity, which fits well with what I'd like to see. Second thing they would like is to do something for the coal industry. They're very concerned about the coal industry. So that's kind of surprising to me because nobody mines coal in my district, but they're very concerned for their fellow West Virginians in counties that actually do produce coal. And that came as a surprise to me.
Wonderful. And, just talk to me, we were speaking a little bit about 3 people running for 2 seats. What is it that's going to set you apart from the others, specifically Rodney Jones, in running for this?
Well, I think I bring certain things to the table that will help with legislation dealing with oil and gas exploration and the use of energy. I have a good bit of experience in that type of thing, and I understand the shale, fracking, and those types of things, and can weigh in on issues surrounding that, environmental issues and whatnot. So I bring a little bit more to the table in that aspect of it. So yes.
Perfect. And any one last thing that you want our viewers and your voters to know?
Well, I just want them to know that it was a real honor to represent them in the 1st District. It was something that I never experienced before, I can promise you, being in the technical field all my life. but it was certainly a good thing, and the House of Delegates is actually a body of people who care, and I developed a newfound respect for all the people that come to that body. We all have different ideas, but in the end, people want the best for West Virginia. So it was a real honor and privilege and pleasure to serve.
Okay, that's all the questions we had. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me here.
And best of luck to you. Thank you so much.
Very good.